Welcome back, boys and girls. Today we're going to be looking at the video talking about factors. So get your papers ready and your pencils and let's take some great notes. When two whole numbers divide evenly into another whole number without a remainder, they are called factor pairs. The factors of a number are the numbers that divide evenly into a given whole number. So we're going to be talking about the factor pairs that it takes to make a number, and as long as it will divide evenly, the two numbers that will divide into it are the factor pairs. We can also look at it and say what two numbers can we multiply together to get the answer, and that would be our factor pairs. The number 24 has the following factor pairs. In other words, what two numbers can I multiply together, or what two numbers can divide into 24 evenly? And let's list them and see what we come up with. Well, we know that we have 1 times 24 would make 24. You could always use 1 as one of your factors when you are multiplying or when you're dividing. So we're going to start with the easy one first, which would be 1. And we wrote that down. Then we're also going to do 2 times 12, which will make 24. 3 times 8 would make 24. And 4 times 6 will make 24. So these are all the ways that we can make 24. We know these because we know our multiplication facts. We have listed down the factor pairs. Now we're going to take those factor pairs and we're going to put them in order. We're going to start with the least and go to the greatest. If we start with 1, we know that 1 times 24, I put the smallest one on the left, the largest one on the right. Sometimes you might hear these called factor rainbows, and you can connect these with a line with 1 to 24, which would make a rainbow. Then you do the next largest would be 2 times what makes 24? 2 times 12, so we listed those. 2 at the left, 12 at the right. Then we did 3. 3 times 8 makes 24, so we put 3 on the left, and then we put our 8 on the right. And then 4 times 6 was the last one. 4 times 6 makes 24. Now if you will notice, the factor pairs are the two numbers that we multiplied together to get 24. We just listed them all in a straight line here, starting with the least and going up to the greatest. Here's another example. It says list all the factors of the number 16. Now these are all the factors listed. They're just written down a little bit differently, so you might see them in a chart. We have the factor times the factor, which equals the product. So the two factors we've written down. So we're going to look at all the ways to make 16. So the first one is 1 times 16 equals 16. On the second line we have 2 times 8 equals 16. On the next line we have 4 times 4 equals 16. And then we did 8 times 2 equals 16, and 16 times 1 equals 16. Now if you will notice, with this 1 times 16, if you look at the top one and then you go all the way down to the bottom one, 16 times 1, that's the commutative property. It's still the same numbers, they've just written them down backwards. Okay. Also, the 2 times 8 is written this way, and then we also wrote it down as 8 times 2. Now, when we are listing them without duplicating them, that means we don't want to write down the same number twice. We're just going to list the numbers that we've used in order from least to greatest. So we used a 1, a 2, a 4, an 8, and a 16. Going down this way, you can see all of these numbers listed. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Now if you go to this side, it's the same number, so just written this time going up. 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. It's the exact same numbers. So when I list them, I only want to write them down once. And these are all the factors of 16. So when you are finding the factors, all you're doing is looking for numbers that you can multiply together to make that answer. So if I say find the factors for the number 12, you would list all the different ways you can multiply the two numbers together to get 12. And then you would just list those from least to greatest. All right, you did a great job on this video. I think you're going to have no problems at all listing factors, and good luck, and we will see you next time.